All right, welcome to the show. The stars, Ashton and Fedor. What's up, Ash? You good, man, or what? All right, yeah, he said yeah. Hey, Joe, we're going to do, it's late, Sunday night. We wanted to do a video.
Got to do one.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on, but we thought what was really important was the health board's first meeting on YouTube.
That's awesome. Hey, yeah, no, they put the meeting on YouTube now. That's awesome. Interesting is that the last meeting that wasn't on YouTube is the one that I showed up to with a tripod and a video camera.
Yeah. So Joe shows up to a meeting, and basically you're like, hey, man, all these boards, the other boards are on YouTube.
All of them.
That's how you show the transparency, and you get to see what's going on. So you show up with the video camera.
I was actually asked by board members, what are you doing? I said, hey, we're going to get this info. We never got it out there. The audio sucked, but
that's why.
But they did put this one on YouTube. I think it's Leon's Computers.
Yeah.
I would give a shout out to him. He did a dynamite job.
Yeah, he did do a good job, man.
As far as that's concerned, he did an awesome job putting that thing on. The audio was awesome. The camera was great. So thank you. That's great. That's the last of our 3 boards in town that is now on YouTube.
Yes. And so then right away you get to see how this board acts.
Wow.
I mean, how they do things.
Well, it's what, 1 hour or something?
Yeah, it's only like a little bit over like an hour and 12 minutes.
Wow.
There's 2 people there for grants, or 2 organizations, but one of them blew me away. And the back and forth between a couple members was fascinating.
It's really an eye opener. If you've never been to a health board meeting before and you watch it, you're going to see some stuff.
Yeah. So this one, it had some good parts, then it had some really weird parts. So I'll say the good part is, so what's been happening is they've been basically giving a ton of money away for pretty much a lot of things if you use certain words.
Right. Yeah, no, it's been Selma's welfare office. You need money for your organization, you go down there, you beg for money, you get the money.
Yeah. So
it's been treated like that. The candy store.
Yeah. I mean, that's our opinion, but that's what's been happening.
Right, that's how it's been. Yeah.
But interestingly enough, is Mr. Seremian.
Yep.
So him and Mr. Rivera start talking about changing or looking into changing the parameters, basically,
right,
of the health board.
Which good on them.
Man.
They want to tighten it up. They want to get it defined. Hey, what can we? What can't we? And they're talking with legal. They're talking with the attorney. They want it to be legal. Hey, what can we do? What can't we do? What should we do? What shouldn't we do? And they want to tighten it up that way. So good on them.
Oh, man. A long time overdue.
Right.
But then you see some pushback from Letty Gallardo.
Yep.
So,
which is the sister-in-law of the mayor.
The sister of the mayor's wife.
Yeah.
You know, this whole little family tree stuff.
Family tree, boy.
Yeah. So anyway, I took some notes down because it was very interesting. There's a little bit of a back and forth going, and Mrs. Gallardo actually talks about that pretty much in her eyes everything's safety.
That's exactly what she says.
Yeah. So then now you see
health related.
Health related. She uses health and safety, and she brings up a lot of stuff. But now you know why with that. The way she thinks. This is how come they give money for a dishwasher for dog bowls. The truck. Because you can relate that to anything, and the perfect example is what happens with the was it Mexican dance or
the folkloric dancers?
Oh man,
which is a great cause. I've got friends.
Great cause.
Yeah, I've got friends who are actually in that. That's awesome. But so you do I played it for you right before we came on. Right.
And one of the things that caught our attention is this guy who's coming for the money. He's renting a spot.
Right. And
the floor, he wants the floor replaced.
He wants new flooring. Correct.
So we're paying for it with our taxpayer money.
Correct.
Our health board taxpayer money, which I don't have a problem paying taxes for health board, but not for what this guy's asking for.
Well, and who really benefits from it? It's not the folkloric dancers that benefit because
they do, but not
initially.
Overall.
Yeah, initially they benefit, but what happens if they find they outgrow that space? They move on. Well, where does the floor stay? The floor doesn't go with them.
Yes,
the floor stays in that building. So that landlord is the one. Whoever owns that building, that's the one that directly benefits from our health board tax dollars.
Yeah, so the health board is actually going to pay for that floor.
Right.
They voted for it. All 5 voted for it.
All 5, which honestly, shame on all 5 of you guys and gals. But hopefully we're changing things. They said they were going to change things. They're looking into it. Basically, what they said in that meeting, and it really starts at.
Right when it starts.
It's right in. Basically, what they said was, "Hey, we've screwed up in the past, so we're going to go ahead and keep screwing up until we pass. Until we pass a rule that says, hey, we shouldn't screw up anymore."
Yeah.
So that's what they basically said. That's my version of it.
Yeah,
right?
they're going to get committee going, but but I'm happy that Mr. Sirimian actually looks like he's fighting to get this committee going, and Mr. Herrera jumped on it.
I think they're heading in the right direction.
Yes,
they're just not going as fast as I would have liked to have seen it.
Yeah. I would have liked to put the foot down
right
there,
man.
Boom.
No, sorry.
That's what I would.
And again, and not saying that that's not a good cause, but who benefits? That's direct.
Yeah.
The landlord.
Yeah. So here it is as a taxpayer, and my representative is Mrs. Avalos. You know what? Shame on you, Mrs. Avalos. You're gonna get an email from me tomorrow. I do not want you to be doing that kind of shit.
Right.
No floors
with our tax money.
no dishwashers. None of that stuff. That's not what that money's for.
Right.
You could think it is in your own mind, but it's not.
Right.
And I'm your boss, man. I'm a voter.
That's it. Yeah, the voters, that's who are elected officials. They're not leaders. They don't lead us.
Yeah.
They work for us.
Yeah.
That.
But yeah, no, you're sorry.
No, go ahead.
No. So then, so they all voted for the floor. So our health board money is going to pay for. But what was the excuse? And shame on the guy that came for it. I'm sure someone told him, "Hey, go down there," because he talks about changing over to nonprofit.
Right.
He name drops somebody.
They've only been a nonprofit prior to that meeting for like 2 weeks.
1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But he comes and he starts talking about how when they're dancing and dust comes up. When I walk, dust comes up. So you see what they've done, these word games to get things, man. And he brings up mental health later on. But are you kidding me, man?
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I've actually talked to some of the neighbors about it. No one could believe that they're actually going to do that.
Right. So they voted unanimously. So there's nobody innocent in this one.
No. It's not good, man.
That was disappointing.
That's a stretch, a big stretch. They've been doing that for years, though.
That was disappointing to see on YouTube for the very first meeting. So go watch it. It's only an hour long. Check it out.
It's like an hour, 12 minutes, man.
I thought it was cool. It was cool at 13 minutes in. So
well, then here he goes on. So as Mr. Stramian starts talking about this, ad hoc committee and wanting to change the parameters of it, I think that's great. But once again, Mrs. Gallardo shoots in there, starts talking about, well, this board is here to help everybody. Well, it's there to help for real health-related issues, not just to give money away.
She actually wanted to give them more.
Oh yeah. Can you believe that? Wow.
So she didn't think they were giving them enough. So the mayor's sister-in-law wanted to give them more.
Give
money.
them even more of my money for somebody that's renting a space for a business.
Now, why is this even important?
A nonprofit.
Why is this even important? Well, we're on election season.
Oh yeah, it's an election season.
It's everything's set. The races are set. We know who's running for everything.
Yep.
And
so against Mrs. Gallardo, you got Marina Mares. Marina Mares, and then there's another lady, Orlinda. I don't want to get the last name wrong. I think it's Martinez. I don't know who she is, but I do know Marina. She'd be great. And it's time for Miss Gallardo. It's time for us to check Miss Gallardo, man. Let me bring this up to you, Joe, so everybody can see it, hear it too. So as she's going back and forth early in the meeting with the Sirimian about, hey, she's telling him, hey, you want to regulate? And I was like, what do you mean regulate? Hey, man, you're supposed to be using it for health, not just everything. Because she actually makes a statement about something about, as far as she's concerned, everything's health related.
Right. That's exactly what she said.
So buying the truck was health related for the animal shelter, $65,000. That floor is health. In their way, in their mind, I guess it is. But come on.
Well, it depends on how far. Man. How far you want to go. You can. I guess
word games.
Could, they
play total. A lot of word games, man.
Total.
And then not only that, Joel, she makes this comment when the Sirimian's talking about this stuff in the beginning. Then she comes out with, hey, well, all boards got to meet. So because people are coming to us. She says something about the school district. The school district doesn't. I wrote it down, man. Something about they don't
buy any
uniforms. They're not buying equipment. They're not buying uniforms.
Right.
I never heard that. We buy all the equipment.
Well, just because you say it, don't mean it's true.
Yeah. Not only that. Now, is she talking about outside clubs? Because they giving a ton of money away to to everybody else. I know they
Right.
did give money to band, but that's your fault. You shouldn't have done it.
Right. Right.
And to be honest, they shouldn't have asked you, but they did, and you did it. That's your problem.
Yeah, I mean, I know my kids, whenever they're
Shame
in
on
anything, whenever they're in anything, as a parent, we have to, we have to foot the bill for that.
Oh yeah, and then, let me say this because I just saw it right here on my notes. She also says all the boards got to meet, so we know where the money's at. If you want to know where the money's at, right, Ashton? You go to. If you want to know where the school board money's at, you go to the school board meetings.
Ask them.
We got budget meetings.
Now, who else? Who else is banging? Who else is banging that? All the boards got to meet.
Mr. Robertson, the wife.
Yeah, so
everybody connected with those guys.
That's
man,
at 13
almost.
minutes in on the the inaugural health board YouTube video. 13 minutes in.
Man. It's to me, to be honest with you, it's worse than I thought it was.
Oh,
I already had this thought about it, and then watching the ignorance of Mrs. Gallardo, man. Man,
it's really horrific to watch that. So. You're going to vote here pretty quick, so
yeah.
Check it out,
Marina.
yeah, check it out.
But that's another thing. You see the divide.
You totally see the divide.
So you got Mrs. Gallardo over here,
right?
And in Avalos, man. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Yeah.
So Mrs. Avalos is going to be with Mrs. Gallardo no matter what.
Right.
Pretty much. I shouldn't say always, but pretty much almost always.
Right.
You could see it. Oh man.
But that's on the one side. Then on the other side, you see Serimian starting to go. Wait a minute. Hold on. What exactly are we? And he's not saying.
Good.
Yeah. He's saying, okay, look. This is what we are. We're the health board. We're in charge of doing this and that only. In fact, he's saying, hey, we need to stay in our lane.
Yeah. He even tells Gallardo, hey, you got to reel in your radius.
Right. Exactly.
He's 100% correct.
And so he basically saying, hey, stay in your lane, bro. And I would agree with that.
Yeah, 100%.
Stay in your lane, bro.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
You're on the health board. You worry about the health board. You want to worry about the city council. You want to worry about the school board. Run for one of those.
Yeah.
Get on those boards.
If you want information, you go to these boards. So
you go to the board meeting, it's open. They're all on you now. They're all on YouTube.
Yeah. So when I want to know what's going on at the health board, now I'm going to watch it on YouTube.
Right.
When I want to know what's up at the city, I watch it. Now here's something else. Somebody said something to me about, hey, you should worry about you're on the videos. You should worry about the school district. I do worry about the school district, but what I do on my own time is what I do.
Right.
I watch all the boards. I'm very active.
You live here. Yeah. You live here in town. All the boards affect you. You're paying taxes too. All the boards.
As a matter of fact, that person should be watching all the boards.
Correct. Right.
I hope you are.
Whoever that was,
stay in your lane. So I guess those were the biggest points. I mean, man, it was a good meeting. You got to see the thought process. For Mr. Seramian and Mr. Herrera, they want to reel it in, man. They're realizing now that, hey, man, we're it's like,
right,
maybe we shouldn't be spending money on all this stuff. And then you see over here, you see Gallardo and Avalos pretty much looking like, hey, we could spend it. Anybody can give money away to everybody.
Right.
What the hell?
Right.
You think that board was actually? Well, I remember we were talking about how that board was formed in the beginning. Dr. Louis, a long time ago, had talked about it. It was in the paper. It never said that was to redistribute the money everywhere.
Right.
No. It was. It's
for the health.
It's for the health.
And I like what I saw with Mr. Serimian. He was saying he was asking legal. He was talking to the attorney, saying, "Hey, look,
that's how you do it.
Yeah, what can we do? What can't we do? What should or shouldn't we do?" And he wanted to get it on, legally on track. Which in doing so, he's protecting our board, he's protecting our money, and he's protecting our city. Really, by doing that.
Oh yeah. Now let me ask you this: what do you think? Do you think Mrs. Avalos and Mrs. Gallardo? Do you think people know their records? Because it's horrific. I mean, Mr. Serimian's pretty new.
I know their records. That's why I ran against Mrs. Avalos last time.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. You see, but people didn't even. Man.
But I'm not a nurse, right?
Yeah. So I actually started writing them down what they got online.
Oh,
it's pretty horrific, man. Pretty horrific.
Well, they voted for paintings, right?
Yeah,
Mural.
that painting. Yeah, they got that painting over there, and I think they labeled it mental health.
Yeah,
so
mental
you can
health.
Drive by, you can see the paint.
Don't you feel so much better every time you drive by that building?
Right?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. I mean, I started writing it down. They got 65,000 second chance animal shelters. This was back in 2015. Little League equipment. 9,000 for equipment. You know, hey, is safety equipment? I don't know, man. That's a stretch too. Maybe. Selma Arts Foundation, $36,800. This is in 2015. Second Chance Animal Shelter, a couple
That's
grand.
your tax dollars.
But yeah, it's your tax dollars for health. It's supposed to be health related.
Right.
What else? Arts Council, $20,000. Hey, in the arts, I know you guys are involved. That's awesome too.
Right.
But is that money? Is that money supposed to be for that?
No.
I mean, that's the whole point.
I went to a show last night.
Yeah.
Guess what? I paid for the ticket. My kid. I paid for the ticket because
Was it good, by the way?
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Nice.
So
Emily.
so yeah, it was. But that's just something you're going to do as part of the. If your kid's in that, you're going to pay for it.
Look at this, man. Selma cheer, and nothing against the cheer. Oh, I love the cheerleaders, but $580 for canopies, water coolers.
Again, it's nothing against any one of these groups, whether it's cheer or arts or the animal shelter. All of those are good organizations.
$12,000 for that mural, man.
That's not what that money's for.
Yeah.
You don't go out to eat with the rent money. That rent money is for the rent. Period.
That's it.
And so if you don't understand that, then I don't know what else. Just turn the YouTube thingy off.
Yeah. I'm looking at this, man. I'm like, hey,
Shaking your head.
ALMS band boosters, $6,600. That was
again a great organization. Band, I love it. I love hearing the band when they start practicing in the fall. I love that. I love the band festival, but that's not what the health money's for.
Yeah, and let's say this. And because you do that, they keep coming, and then other people come for it.
Right.
And then you keep stretching it everywhere.
Right.
So, but I'll tell you this too. By it being on YouTube, it's going to cut a lot of that stuff off.
We'll see what happens.
And then if we, critique
because we're going to be talking about
all the time. Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're talking about, very first meeting, we're talking about folkloric dance. Because they have dust.
Because they dance with dust.
Son of a gun. Who doesn't have dust in this valley, man?
Right?
Good gravy.
Whoa, man. God, the numbers are outrageous. But out of all these numbers I'm looking at, 10,000, 4,000, 18,000, 12,000, 22,000, I'm almost positive Miss Gallardo voted for almost all of them.
Yeah.
She's just giving the money away, man.
That's it, man. I wonder why. What, for favor or
for favor? I don't know, man.
Yeah,
it's horrific. Oh man, she's lucky she's not my representative, man.
As a taxpayer here in the city of Selma, and that's my money, right? Part of it.
Oh yeah.
And I say, boo. I'm
disappointed. Good. Sorry, no.
No, I don't want my money being spent that way.
I don't either.
My health board money should be spent on health-related issues.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I actually want to meet with my rep, man. That's Mrs. Avalos. I want to meet with Mrs. Avalos. Yeah, I'm pretty mad. I'm gonna show her all this stuff.
Well, hey, you know what? She works for you. You should be able to meet with her.
Yeah, and if anybody, hey, you know what? You go on their page. If you live in Mrs. Gallardo's area, ask her about all this stuff. You know what? I'm gonna write it all out. Take a nice picture. I'll put it on my social media.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about it next time too.
Back it up.
Yeah.
If they're voting for it, ask them to back it up.
Yeah.
Justify it.
So I think when people actually do that, like, hey, like I'm going to ask Mrs. Avalos, why the hell would you do a dishwasher for dog bowls in that truck with my health board taxpayer money?
Right.
Why would you do that? I want to know why she did it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I know why the president at that time for the dishwashers told me something about bacteria.
There's bacteria everywhere.
Yeah, and I told her, hey man, that's a stretch. And that's what you guys have been doing. You're stretching this stuff, man.
Stretching it.
You're stretching it.
Dishwasher for dog bowls.
Yeah, dude.
Doesn't a dog lick its butt?
Right, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
I'm just checking.
Man. Hey, but this is a really good meeting, man. Watch it, and then you can see how ridiculous a couple of these guys are.
It's quick, and if that don't make you
gals.
second guess what's happening in this city, you can see the family tree alive and well.
Oh, man. Okay, and let's bring that up. We'll do a video on it, but you already got one member on the cemetery board. The husband running for the
mayor's wife is on the cemetery board.
So the cemetery lady, one of her sisters is running again.
Should we call her the Grim Reaper?
No, we better not.
Okay.
But you got sister Mrs. Guerra running for city council. You got this one, Letty Gallardo, running once again to give your money away on the health board.
Right.
And then you got another sister now, Lucy Gallardo, going against you.
Yeah, running against me. Now, if I remember right, isn't that the one that drove past you at the last election, flipping you off and yelling?
Yeah, she's flipped me off. She's made a threat against me on social media. Yeah. She hasn't done anything.
No, she
lately.
disappeared. Yeah,
disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, so one of the stories with her is I stood outside Schaefer Park in the corner with holding a sign. Hey, I was all happy and proud. Hey, I'm running for school board. And she pulled up, man, in the truck and started yelling at me. Hey, you're a loser. You're an effing loser. And I was like, wow, really? This is who you guys are, man. Wow. I couldn't believe that. I actually wrote an article in the paper about it. I left her name out at the time, but that's the same person you're running against, man. Watch out, dude.
Yeah. Bring it.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you got that whole connection, and it's even worse than that. You got what I call the Kool-Aid generals.
Yeah, you do have those.
Those guys are running too, man.
Yep. So, but we have there's some people that
we do got. Yeah, there's good people that are running against them. So people need to know how these guys are. That's why this video is good.
Right.
This video right here is good. It shows you how the health board was running, and then then Mrs. Gallardo's running for a seat, and man, to me, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
She didn't seem to actually grasp the concept of the health board. You can't just switch it to what you want, but it has been working like that.
It has been, but it sounds like it's going to be reined in a little bit. Hopefully, Mr. Seremian, it sounds like wants to head that direction.
I think it will be as long as they continue to put it on YouTube where people can watch it and question them. Hey, it won't be happening so much.
Spend the money. I got no problem with that. Just spend it how it's supposed to be spent.
Spent. Yes. Period. Health related issues.
Health related.
Right. And stop the stretching, man. Dust. Saying key words. They say these little words. It's dust. It's mental health. What? It's bacteria.
Hey, beer makes me happy. So maybe I should go down there and ask for some beer money. Mental health, man.
Then when you're walking over there, dust will come up. Yeah, hey, that's the safety health issue right there, according to them.
It's a stretch, but hey.
Man, damn. All right, man. Well, hey. Like, subscribe. We're going to be doing these weekly now.
We need to, yeah. Election season's here.
Yeah, yeah. Start. And we'll hit the election one next time.
And yeah, be paying attention because we should have some candidates on here that have contacted us and want to get on.
Oh yeah, it's about 7 people want to be on the show.
So
maybe we'll put them right here. Move the monkey. Put them right here with Ashton.
We'll have to kick Ashton out or me out, or somebody gets kicked out.
Maybe I should probably be the one out, man, so they don't everybody cry about Roger. All right, man. Well, hey, thanks.
Thanks, Selma.
Yep. We'll see you guys.